name is Tyler Helwig. I'm 37 years old and I'm an architect. I would say my quality of life obviously has improved since starting jiu-jitsu. The things that I notice are there's a mental aspect to it, kind of a mental spiritual aspect to it, and then there's obviously a physical aspect to it. Physically, I've become stronger. I've lost some weight. I'm just have a more physical prowess. I think mentally and spiritually, that's where the real benefit to me comes in, because it's kind of tough to describe, but there's the principles of jiu-jitsu really train your mind to be able to deal with stress and pressure and be good at problem solving under those conditions, which is something that is applicable not just to jiu-jitsu but to really any facet of your life. I'm a pretty claustrophobic person. It's just one of the phobias that I have. And I had heard that, you know, with all the grappling and the closeness and some of the submissions that rely on chokes, that it can be a very constrictive and claustrophobic kind of trigger, which I thought I would be really primed for. But, you know, the out is that you're never really trapped. You're just one tap or, you know, one yelp away from resetting the match and starting all over from the top. So I think, and in that way, it's kind of trained me to loosen my grip on that phobia that I had coming into this. I would tell anybody that it's got a lot of benefits: physical, spiritual, mental. You have nothing to lose, and it's really it can be addictive. If you have an addictive personality, then it's something that I think you'll really get into. There's so many layers to it, and it's just such a deep rabbit hole where the more you learn, the more interested you become in learning more, and the harder you feel driven to learn more. And so, yeah, I think if you're on the fence, give it a shot. You have nothing to lose. Kokoro has a really great culture. It's very casual and relaxed. It's not a stereotypical martial arts gym. It's kind of, you know, really focused on bravado necessarily. It's the atmosphere is very relaxed. And Steve, as an instructor, he's phenomenal. I mean, what he brings to it is it's kind of like, I guess the way that I would describe it is, you know, Bruce Lee said that I'm not afraid of the guy that practiced 1,000 kicks, but I'm afraid of the person that practiced one kick 1,000 times. And Steve really does a good job of honing in on the fundamentals of jiu-jitsu and training those in a repeatable way that they become almost like second nature. But he's able to do it. The magic trick that Steve can pull off is he can repeat those fundamental lessons, but it's like reading a good book or watching a good film, where every time you do it, you catch something new and there's something else to learn. There's another layer that you weren't aware of, or a connection that you weren't aware of that you make. And to me, that's the quality that Steve brings to his jiu-jitsu practice here.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
For sure.
Yeah, something to add would be that jiu-jitsu, there's not many things in your life where your mind and your body are working together to solve a problem in that kind of high stress and quickly paced environment. And there's something about having to devote all of your physicality and your mental faculties toward one goal that you really don't have time to or energy to think about anything else. So it's a very therapeutic thing where you really get to leave anything that's going on in your life at work or in your personal life all stays at the door when you come in here, because it forces you to shed all of that extra baggage that you may be carrying around and really devote every fiber of your being to this one thing that you're engaged in. And it's got a very kind of zen-like and therapeutic quality to it.
Awesome. Cool,
Yeah.
man. That's it.
Cool.
Sweet.